is going on, everybody? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty darn good. I had a pretty good day. Yeah, we had a rainstorm earlier, so I was a little skeptical, but it looks like it's going to hold. It's going to start raining again later on tonight, but we got a window, and hopefully we'll get through it. Hey, what's up, John? How you doing? Oh, audio check sounds good, so let's get this out of here and put that over there, and that way it's away from everything, and we're golden. Yeah, oh, it was a bad storm too. We had lightning, like it came down, shook the house. Mrs. Rabbit, when she headed out, sent a picture where there were crews just down our street. So it's a close one. But anywho, two things that I want to cover right in the start here before we get going. Number one, I do a disservice to you guys. We start up here and I'll be like, all right, let's do it. But before I start, every time I go through this and I make sure, I got a little bit of money. I got at least 700 darts in both categories because I use weapons that use both. Make sure I got plenty of welding wire. All my equipment's in good shape. I got healing, enough fuel, and etc. One of the videos I was putting together here is talking about like a standard loadout, or like, what you prepare for when you first start out to go. And sorry, my headset got unplugged a little bit.
A large sandstorm is approaching.
I didn't know now because I was sitting on a laptop in front of me last night waiting. Oh man, there you go, man. Well, you know what? You were just early. That was just it, John. You were just early. But yeah, well, we got a storm coming through. This one came in right there, so now we're gonna lag horribly. But yeah, so every time I start playing, yep, there it is. Every time I start playing, I will go through that list, and I've gotten to the point where I keep things in an order that I visually can like look, and away we go. I'll look for specific things like how much welding wire I actually have, and a quick look at all the bars to make sure everything's good. But yeah, always do that. I realized, I was like, man, I just jump in and play. The second thing I want to talk about, yeah, it's past now. This box over here, it's brand new. Doesn't even have a name, it's so new. And there's two things in this box. One's really cool and one that's really cool and really uncool at the same time. So if you've been watching the last couple weeks, you'll notice I've been chasing schematics. Two of them specifically. One that comes from, and there's a sandstorm, that comes strictly from crashed ships that land in the come on, go away, in this, the Ifrit al Garb, basically the quick sand zones. There we go. We're off to a great start tonight. But in the quicksand areas. And, it's a little dangerous to get. Shy loves watching me do that. And it hasn't worked out. It's a very rare drop. So you've seen me try and fail. And when I'm playing and I don't have the stream running, what I was doing was every time I would come to a ship, I would clip it real quick, and save the video, because I have the little instant replay stuff, and that would save it. And my goal was to put together, just like a montage thing to show how many times I tried to get this and didn't get it. And I was coming back from the deep desert a couple days ago, Thursday actually, and there was a crashed ship here. So I came flying over, and I landed, and I cut it open, and guess what was in there? That Sprinter stillsuit garment. That's what I was looking for. And I was super excited, and I was oh so happy, and I even did a little dance and everything. And we got back into our ornithopter and lifted up and started to fly away, and then I hit the key combo here, the key bind, to save that instant replay. And nothing happened. So I hit it again, and nothing happened. And then I hit the keybind that activates, like cycles on or off. And when I hit that keybind, it said instant replay is on, which means it wasn't running. Wednesday, when we finished the stream and I finished doing other stuff, When I turned the system off, I got a little message that said there was a Windows update that needed to process, and I could either update and restart or update and shut down. I was like, "Shang, I'm going to bed, man." So we did the update and shut down. Little did I know that that update saw the ability of a program to record the screen as a potential security update that I needed to reauthorize, and I didn't do that. I had like 20 clips of me failing, and the one time I succeed, funny. So I got it. This was another one that I was missing. This one comes from a very simple little spot. Right here, the wreck of the Electo. I went right in, walked up to the chest, opened it up, and there it was. I was like, hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Why can't everything do this? But we still have the Shadows hood, which is, oh, it's still glitchy. Come on, there you go. The Shadows hood, which is out here in the sands north of Shoal. That one's still fighting us, and we're trying. And, of course, we've got some of the other things that are out in the deep desert. But that's just, yeah, of course, yep. Good old Windows. It's like, hey, I know what you got planned, but guess what? But let's get to the topic tonight. The deep desert testing station. So if you look at Method GG, who does a great site, not a sponsor, they show you on their map where everything about the deep desert, where the nodes are, where the forgotten caves, wrecked ships, and the testing stations. And I talked earlier on, well, in a previous stream, I talked about last week, Mannequin Manor was out, which was a really great one to run. And quite a few people messaged back on that saying, dude, I went out there and it was awesome. And I'm glad. It's awesome. This week, it is 6 testing stations, and all of them are the walk into a room, door locks behind you, bunch of enemies keep spawning wave after wave, you kill them, and then the door opens. They can be less fun. Mannequin Manor is very straightforward, and it's only got like 6 or 7 enemies in it. It's a little more so with the ones now. So if you're like me and play majority of it solo, then you kind of get the idea that maybe this isn't a good week. But there is another option, and this is something that everybody should get used to doing because it'll make the game overall better for you. And it's this. Now, we're going to play with other people. I don't normally do that. I do that for 2 very distinct reasons. There's a bunch of other, but for the most part, yes, wave after wave, depends on which one it is and how many they come. But there's 2 reasons why I don't normally play with other people. Number one is if I bring another person onto the stream or play with them, I lose a level of control as far as the content goes. They could say things that are inappropriate. I don't know them. If I knew them, it'd be a different story. But just playing with a random, blueberry person that I don't know, they could say things, they could do stuff, they could act in a manner that I don't want on the channel. I'm not saying people are bad, but sometimes people are just bad. That's also why me is where I am on the screen right now, because that's covering the chat window for the game. So if anybody says stupid stuff there, you guys don't have to see it. And if that happens, let's say somebody said something that was inappropriate, YouTube could flag it, and I'm the one that gets flagged, not them. So that causes me issues. So that's the main reason. The second main reason is I choose this. I choose to fire up the system and put this out on YouTube and stream and everything. But if I just meet somebody and do something, they didn't make that choice. And that, I feel, is kind of unfair. I did that a couple times back in the Call of Duty days where I would, go in and squat up with people, or it would just do the team matchmaking thing. And I realized that sometimes people don't... Hi. Hello. Sometimes people don't want to be out there. And in some cases, it can also change the way they play or how they act. So it's kind of unfair for me to do that, which is why I shy away from it. But tonight we're going to not shy away from it, and I'm going to see if I can recruit assistants. I can do these stations by myself. It just takes a long time because I'm, oh my God. It takes a long time. This is his little toy mouse, right? I don't know. Can you see? You can't see him down here. Watch this. Ready? And he'll bring it back. This cat plays fetch. It's crazy. Raise a cat with dogs, you get amazing cats. But anywho, I can do these by myself. It just takes a lot longer. You're gonna get kicked out of this room. You keep this stuff up, buddy. But it's a lot faster and a lot easier to do with other people. So you should take the time. Yeah, I got another co-pilot. He's not very helpful though. Oh Lord, what are we doing here? You should find other people to play with. Some of the best memories I have in video games were with my friends. Sometimes people I'd never even met before, and those, it's a good thing. It's one thing that I don't like about Dune Awakening is it's somewhat difficult. Like for instance, John here, we're talking with you. You're in Europe. I'm in America. There's no way we could play together. The only way we could do it is if one of us went to the other person's server, which means you're going to deal with horrendous lag and you're going to be starting over at like level 1. So it's going to take a while before we could do the same kind of activities. It doesn't allow where playing Destiny or playing Call of Duty or DMZ, even when I played First Descendant in Battlefield, you could find a person, go ahead, go play, that, you just go into a party together and you go in and go. It's a shame. But what we're going to do is we are going to tap this button here and we're going to open up our House Atreides chat. So we are going to send this. Now, honestly, I'd be fine with, I don't care what thing you're with. And I get that, you know what? We're going to change that up. Yeah, we'll just, I was going to say there's two ways I could do this. I could either go out in the deep desert or, hey, what's up, Alchemist? How are you? We could go out in the deep desert and do this, or we could do it with Atreides chat. If we do it in Atreides chat, we're going to get a whole lot more people than if we do the deep desert, because not everybody's out there. But if we do in the deep desert, we're going to get more people that are kind of focused on the possibility of the task at hand. We'll have to see what I want to do once we get out there. But that's what we're going to do right now. We are seriously thinking about revamping the old hutch here. I've been doing a lot of siege hopping for schematics, as you know, and I've seen a lot of people who have some really great concepts, and just kind of getting an itch to try some new things. My original base back in Vermilius Gap was just a bunch of squares attached to each other, and then I started trying to get creative. But by then the base was already, the base of the base was already set. I couldn't do as much as I wanted. When I came over here and built, I had a lot more flexibility and had some ideas what I wanted, and I've kind of changed up my game. So, I'm a little bit of, I'm not the person I was when we first started building this. So we're thinking about doing some things differently. That might be next weekend. I'm not sure. If that happens, I'm probably not going to be able to stay on this siege because it's packed. This one is full. So let's do this. We are going up to the deep desert. And it doesn't really matter where you go in, but I'm going to tell you right now that imagine this was the deep desert over here. The testing stations, there's one here, one up here, one up here, one up here, one down here, and one here. So they're basically almost like six-sided die. It was like the domino, like the dots. What's up, Wired? How are you, buddy? Good to see you. We're going to come in on the left side, and we're going to do the two up here, and then we're going to go across the top down, over, and we're going to end in the center. So in order to do that, I want to come in on this side here. We're going to go there and click. Now I got to bring this up on here as well because I don't really remember them. I do, but I don't. That's why I have things on my phone, so I don't have to remember them, right? There we go, D1. So it's D1 and then I2 is where we're going to be going. My problem is that I'm so crap at melee play. I wouldn't want to inflict it on someone I don't know. Don't take this the wrong way. Get better. Right now, melee seems like it's like you're hard, you're trying to do things. It's actually part of the video that we're working on right now. But my God, that's that. Go get some, boys. Wherever you're at, like say you're in the aluminum tier right now, go back to like Vermilius Gap. Go find a melee guy there. He's not going to be strong enough to kill you. He could probably barely even hurt you. Practice your melee skills with them. Learn your timing to block. When you're not in a situation where it's life or death, or it's really important that you get through this, you're going to be more apt to learn and start recognizing the timing and learning that. I'm not saying keep playing, keep doing things until you get better. No. We tend to kind of psych ourselves out. We do something in our own head like, oh, this is terrible. Oh, I got to do this. I got to do this. Here, I'll give you an example before we get going. Because there should be one that's not too far away. So as you know, I'm a rapier kind of guy. That's what I've been using forever. And then we decided that we just needed to change things up a little bit. I'm still using the branding blade, the fire sword. Which has a much easier, it's weird, has a much easier, oh, this is going to be a great night, I can tell. The regular blades have a much easier parry. Smaller ones are faster, you can parry. The swords can parry multiples, and the rapier has its own little set of rules. So you just really want to decide which one you want to use. Dude, you just climb up me? What the hell? It's my wife's cat, man. Oh, there's people starting the labs already. Okay. Tell you what, we're going to come down here real quick. Alright. Unfortunately, we got to go kill some other people because they're just not going to leave us alone. So you die. And then... Whoop, there we go. There's our Huckleberry. Okay, look, we got 2 of them. Heck yeah. I'm going to get rid of... Oh, there's 3. You know what's better than 1, 2, and or whatever? Alright, watch. Let's get them primed. Come on. Alright. Let's get to a point where we can actually deal with this. Losers. That's so I can build up stamina, because we used a whole bunch of it there. Let me do some short work here. Okay, you, follow me. So you find somebody, one of the melee people, and you go to an area where you could spend some quality alone time and work on your parry. I'm gonna let him hurt me. That last little thing went through and did some health damage, but these strikes don't do anything. So what I'm going to do here is work on that parry timing. Change your position and just maneuver around him. If he gets you, just dodge away, but he can't kill you. And it really doesn't matter. You're just learning. See, he got me. So I dodge away and we'll reset. That's all you got to do, man. Something you can do all by yourself. Go somewhere, like go to Vermilius Gap, find some people if you don't want to go out into the deep desert. And you can find little melee guys. I'll do some, like I learned from the Masquerite that were in the camp, not far from where my base is right now. And I spent probably 30-40 minutes with each of the different weapon types. Just learning the timing. And because it's no stress, because it doesn't matter, you're not doing anything else, you'll be able to pick it up. And then what's going to end up happening is you're going to be like, dude, why was this a problem before? Once you actually get the rhythm down and stuff. So doing good. Took a week away from Splinter. Currently on Arrakis. Yeah, you would love it there. I get you. Arrakis, is it still rock and wired? It's kind of notorious for doing that. Oh, so there's some people that are headed to G8 right now. All right, so I was going to start this little thing. G8 is so far away. Oh my gosh. Let's do this. So, looks like your group's already started that. And I'm going to type it into proximity where no one can hear me because I'm an idiot. Let's go deep desert, right? Okay, so I just said, is anybody doing the labs? I'm not looking for friends. We're not going to go pick out curtains. We don't have to be in the same fire team. All this is if there's people that are already doing an activity, I'm going to see, like Knox 55K says, I'll do labs. I think earlier the people were talking about actually a spice field. People still starting G8 labs? All right, so there might be a group running through already. The thing with labs, the chests are on a timer, but it's not a U timer. So if you open the chest, it's not a 45-minute or 45 minutes or just say an hour, you know, for Christ's sakes. It's on the server side, which means people are doing G8. What is going on here? So this is confusing. G8, is that a spice field? No, G8 is... Okay, so they're in G8, which is on the opposite side of the map, which sucks, but that... So I'm going to ask, did you just start, or are you about finished? But I don't want to say that. I want to say, did you just start the loop? Because that's what people have been doing. They've been kind of going around in a circle. So there. And now we wait. Start. So they just started. So why are they starting in G8? Okay. Well, we're going to hook up with these people. Now, G8, unfortunately, get this out. We're here in A2. G8 is right here. That's where the actual station is. We are 20K away. It's going to take for frickin' ever. Start going to. Is what it is. There are two options that you can have. You can either fly there directly like this, or if you're still close enough to the start, you can go out to the start and maybe jump in on that side. depending on what's going on, that might give you like a closer time. If they weren't starting, they're starting all the way in the back corner. If they were starting closer to the shield wall, I'd just go out and then go in the entrance to the far right. That would put me so much closer. But let's see how long we can cover this. That's good enough for now. Yeah. I'm 19K out, but on my way. But when, by the time I get this done, well, it was actually 19. I was gonna say, by the time I get this done, it'll be 18K out. This normally wouldn't have been possible because it used to be that the deep desert, like after the halfway mark, well, actually the whole thing was PvP. Then they did the halfway mark was PvP, like section E to the shield wall, and then F and beyond, well, half of E was PvP. Then they made 2 separate instances. So you would have to party up with people in order to do these labs, otherwise you could hurt each other, and sometimes you did. I went through with the very first guild I was in, and we had 2 teams going through, and I was early on in my Dune experience, especially playing with other people, and it was a little chaotic because you know how your character locks on what you're getting ready to fight? You could lock on people that weren't in your party, and that was dangerous. What I was saying about that, the chests, they're on like a 45-minute to an hour timer with the server. So you could actually be going in there, who knows where on that clock you're actually at. So you could go in and clear it. And I've said this before, I actually had it one time where I beat a testing station, ran over, was in my menu clearing out a bunch of junk that I didn't want to take with me, and okay, a bunch of stuff I didn't want to keep. And when I came back, I was only in my menu for a couple minutes, and when I came out of my menu, the constellation chest had reset, the little stars were above it again, and I was like, dude, what happened? I walked over, opened it up. So I had opened it up the first time just moments before it reset. But to be honest, my advice to you is go, if you're going to do testing stations, when you're finished, go find something else to do for like an hour. Dude, you're going to have to go, man. We cannot be doing this. But go find something else to do. I got to get rid of him. Go find something else to do. Say goodbye to the peoples. Love you, but I can't have you in here. Right? One sec. Oh, my goodness. You're too crazy. You're too crazy for me. Okay? Go out here and play with everything else. You have fun, okay? Alright. That's another thing that's insane. We are in Sector E5, and I just walked away. That would never have happened in the old days. I saw a Reddit post where somebody was complaining about they went into the I mentioned it, that they went into the PvP section and they were flying back. So they, you know, set it to auto fly, and then went and got a drink and went to the bathroom. When they came back, they had been shot down by bad guys, and they were like, oh, what are you doing? It's like, what are you doing? So normally I wouldn't want to start at G8, but you know what? It's not bad. I mean, we'll just continue the loop. Let these guys decide where they want to go. If I'd have known we were starting at G8, I would have come in on the other side, but we'll see. But the whole point here is these are people, I don't know these people. When I say I don't care, I mean, keep in mind, I'm not being mean here. I don't know them, and we're not looking for friendships. And this is just, let's go in, let's do this thing that's difficult for us individually, but as a group we can get it done, and then that's the end of it. Now, let's say these people are like, dude, you're cool, and I'm cool, and we should be cool friends and do these stuff together all the time. And if they are, cool, you know, fine. But this is a way to kind of break into the break out of the solo player aspect, because there is quite a bit of things that you miss out strictly being solo. And I guarantee you that if you don't pull your own weight, as long as everybody gets through it, no one's going to care or notice, man. The only person that cares about that is you. All right, where is this one? It's not showing up on the radar yet. Am I in the right damn spot? I don't think I'm in the right spot, am I? G7. I am not. Yes, I am. Silliness. G7. It's up in the very top. That's where we are, so it should be around here somewhere. Let's see. So the way you find these things is you look for kind of a nook cut in to the rock face. What does that guy want? It's G8. It's G8. It's G8. They want the... Ooh, worm right there. There's people calling for, Azrael. Well, you're in G7, not G8. Yeah, that does it. Saw a video this week about the agave lab. Apparently, if you kill the starting characters apart from the sniper, spawn the agave seeds spawn every 3 to 2 minutes? I don't know. Okay, sitting here reading. There is another issue that happens with this, is some coordination. It's going to take a little bit to get things started. For all of my Destiny friends, you know what that was like. There are many times where we tried to organize a raid and I would sit there in orbit for hours and hours trying to coordinate with people, get somebody loaded in, etc. Hopefully right over top of it. There it is. Somebody on a bike? Okay, so first thing we're going to do is cycle through our guns, make sure everything is loaded. Took our water, we feel sated, and we're here. Hello. Now, I don't know how many more people are there, so we're going to do this. Come to FA. Oh, look at this. We got plenty of people here. We going. So there's a group. There is a group where down here trying to reset this field so they can go get spice. I don't know how helpful I can be. So this one is, I think, the cactus farm, because there's all these cacti. That's all I need. I just need somebody. Come on, man. We doing this. All right. There should be bad guys in here. See, these testing stations are so easy. Is that a dart for every man? Sure is. I got a bunch of those. Alright, so this one's actually already been done. So we just ran into a completed testing station, which is, I guess, cool. Less fighting that we have to do, right? I hear somebody taking off. And this has already upset me. Not the way... There you go. Finally. Finally. They reset the field, so now they can be quiet about it. So we got here late. I didn't see anybody else in there, did you? Not my problem. All right, so next up is, which one do we want to go to? We can do the backsides if we wanted to. Next one is going to be G4, so should be right here. There we go. So I'm going to mark it, and I'm going to attempt to do that. Why'd I put a 9 in there? It's them big hands. Okay. It doesn't matter how you do this, whether you do all the ones in the back and do the ones in the front. You could zigzag, you could do a little spiral. It doesn't matter. However you want to do it. Off the G8. Somebody said back, and then they said sorry, wrong chat. Timed it perfectly, yeah, for maximum reward, least amount of effort. IP, how much you selling agave seeds for? How much did you end up getting, if I can ask? The spice people were very chatty. Exciting. It's thrilling. Sorry, I'm reading these little spicers. They are dominating the chat feed because they were trying to get a group together to reset. You could hover over it and it makes the grandfather worm come and eat it so that it resets, and then another field will pop. And now they're non-stop messaging where they're trying to figure out where the next one is. Once they find it, they should be quiet, calm themselves down. One can hope. I'm not going to complain to them, but I will to you guys. One thing I'm going to do real quick, though, we got a crash ship over here, and sometimes there's good stuff in crash ships, so we'll see. Could be anything in here. Could even be a boat. So we've got a replica pulse knife, we got a replica pulse sword, and we got an executor's chest piece. I'll take those. Why not? Here's some pumps. We got some fancy stuff there. We'll take some spice sand. Take some of that, and we'll leave the rest. Good little haul just for going where we are. Anything interesting tomorrow, PvE? What's up, 69? How are you? Anything interesting tomorrow in PvE? I don't think so. Alright, guys, so we're probably going to get in here. And it looks like we don't have any friends. So we're going to tell everybody, hey, we're at G4 testing station, starting it now. I hear a thopter. I don't know if that's somebody leaving or somebody going. I wonder, might we get lucky enough that this is empty too? Or we might have a friend who just joined. Don't know. But regardless, we're going in. So we can't go in there because that door's locked. And that door's locked. Guys.
I need backup.
This is just standard stick and move, right? Oh, he was quick. Did you see him? That was impressive. So this was a door that was once on there, much like this one here is. Oh, hi, friend. So this has been cut. Let's see if there's bad guys inside. There sure is. All right, hell yeah. Hi. All right, that was a target of opportunity. Get him? You got him. Hell yeah. We stuck in there. I saw that sensor blast coming. Oh, good kill. We're gonna come back over here and... oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, hi. Blocked both. Got one kill. That guy was still stun locked, so he didn't try to stab me, and that would have worked better if the plant wasn't in my way.
Access granted.
And there we go. Who are you? Oh, it's Juicy. I've played with him before. Let's do this. Alright, room number 2. Ooh. You can block those. Ah, come on. You can block those heavy strikes. Alright. I like to stand by the door. Because you'll get that initial kill right off the bat. Oh no, you're empty? That's a shame. Oh, I didn't know there was another one. Okay, we'll try to do better this time. So I'm going to stand right here, and as soon as they come out, we're going to get a heavy strike. And that at least got rid of one of them. Kill you, so I don't have to deal with you, and then you're going to try to punch me. Where'd you come from? Hey, friend. Oh, hi. Access granted. I think it's this way. I think. Yep, because here's the little thing here. Shoot. We need that. And then we gotta go kill this guy who got mouthy. Where are you at? And stabs. Okay, that should do it, and we should be able to come up here. For the final room. Ooh, there's somebody up here. As you can see, we're going to do mostly sword through this. I'm not going to get over here in time, am I? Oh, there's so many bad guys over here. I am out of stamina. So we're going to break contact. And let's see if we can separate some of them out. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, I just got that off. Come on. Shoot. Learning to parry is critical for these. Those melee guys will tear you up. Alright. Oh, look at you. Pulled out the gun just because I need some stamina back. There's still a fire dude somewhere. I think they got him.
Access granted.
Yay, we won. I think it's here. Yes. But we have to get the purple band. Which is in here. Rock and roll. And then we'll come this way. And because we got the yellow band earlier, we can come in this room. Which has stuff. Oh, I think I skipped the chest, ladies and gentlemen. Did I? Because these sure aren't constellation chests. Oh, because I'm dumb. It's over here. Forge gloves, I guess. What I'm really looking for in this is I'm trying to find those Holtzman shields, the advanced Holtzman shields. And, well, accelerated power pack and an advanced Holtzman shield. That's what I want. All right. So next up is going to be an I2. And it used to be when it was the PvP, PvE setup, these farther back testing stations. And just for reference, let's go there. But it used to be that I've been to them before. I was here yesterday, so that's why they're all marked on the map for me. But it used to be that these farther back ones would have better loot than the further closer ones. I don't know if that's still a thing, but I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see it. Tomorrow's race is in PvE. Oh, really? You're doing a PvE race? You think it'll be crowded? Because there's already metric ton of people. It's also going to be real hard to communicate with everybody, with all the stuff that's usually going on. My spice friends here have found whatever they're looking for, because they just suddenly got quiet. So that means they found the newest spice bloom, and they're going to go ahead and be there. Occasionally I come out here looking for crash ships, and I very rarely find them. But when I'm doing something else, like I'm doing in this case, then we usually find crash ships laying around. I mean, that's like the watch pot never boils type concept. You come out here looking for them, you never find them. But I'm not looking for them, so I'm not aware of how many times I'm not finding them. And, you know, sometimes we're not. But when I do, it just keys up the false notion. We're here already? That didn't take long at all. There's our cubby. It looks like we might have lost our friends. But we soldier on. At this point, we're going to take a look at our health. We're not in bad shape. I'll go ahead and top off the water, and we'll throw one of those toilet paper rolls on. I don't need this, obviously. So I think what we'll do is we're going to put the Mark IV down here. Because if we're looking for health, if we have to use a health pack, things aren't going well. So we'll go big instead of just having the little toilet paper roll. Let's find the ship so my inventory is full. Yeah, it's a good point. So you got to make choices and dump that. Got to dump all the less fun stuff. I hear noises. Oh, he's angry. Did you see that? He's standing right there. He's like, oh, look at this little prick coming down here by himself. Okay. Hi. There's two of them. Person just stood there and let it happen. Whoop. We'll just dodge out of that. I do have a friend. It's Juicy again. He snuck up on me. I didn't hear him. Yeah, I'm going in here. Nice kill, dude. And we're just gonna run around and find everybody and stab them. I just saw their cute little head popping up out of there. Alright, if he's got that one. See if we can find one for ourselves right here. Get off to the side. Juicy. My friends did come along. Alright, you're going to that one? You go to that one. Sometimes it takes a little while for the klaxon to go off.
Shields up.
And they're down. She hates Juicy, so we're gonna let her sort out her problems. Nope. You're not getting me with that thing. That one lady was really mad at you, buddy. Don't know why. I don't mind if they set me on fire. Even poison me, set me on fire. Those are not super seriously destructive. Plus, I think it's extra. There you go. I think it's extra scary when there's a guy like on fire and he's still fighting. What? You didn't get him. I didn't get him either. Access granted. We won. Okay. I'm gonna come up here now. Where'd the little friend go? Little friend. Little friend? There was another guy there, right? I did see that. Yeah. This way, buddy. And that's because it's polite. You don't just run ahead. A lot of times people do that. How are you still standing? Yeah, it might be. Oh, I'm so sorry. Man, Darkmoor, I stabbed the crap out of you, dude. Holy cow. These chests have some decent stuff, but not anything. Not anything I can get anywhere else, you know? My main goal is, to get the, patterns. Come on. Aw. Come on. You just watch that happen. Ooh. There we go. Mr. Firestarter. You can go down. Oh, I don't have any stamina. So we just back away from them a little bit. Take care of this one because they won't let it go. You're good? Good. I knew she wasn't going to let me get that off. Oh, hey! Nope. The joy of a sword, man. You see how it deflected both of them? Nice. It's over here. A bad guy. I did all that for this. I'm taking it then. You know? Ooh, scared me. Alright, should be the last one, right? So this is 3 rooms, I think, with 3 waves of bad guys. But they don't come out like, you know, you kill one and then the next one comes out. They seem to just start spawning based off of time, you know? So it's like, I haven't finished dealing with one. Oh, I'm swinging at nobody. There's no way that hit me. Come on, man. Alright, we got a stamina problem, but we'll solve it. You're dead. That was nice. Totally saved your friend there. So I realized that I wasn't going to get that deflection off because the other person was doing their suspensor blast. That's why I bailed on it. Oh, stop. Oh, alright, you do that, I'll take care of Flame Boy here. Dude, fall down, man. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna take a moment here while we're dealing with the last guy just to reload, check our health. Yeah, everything's fine. Is there somebody left? Nope. Here they come. they got that one. Ooh. Oh, hi. There we go. And while my friends are down there fighting for their lives, I'm going to run over here and grab these intel points. I really don't need them, but I mean, it's a shiny object. I've got to pick it up. What's happening down here? Where did he go? Is that it? Why is that not it? Because of this guy right here. You silly goose. And that should be it. Yep. We need this. And we need this. That's a good one. I already have one of these, but that is a very good one. That is the booster for your carrier. I have one. Definitely will gladly take another. In fact, we're going to celebrate by taking everything. What are you doing? Why are you mad? You're fine. Pretty stoked about that. I mean, it's not one of the things we needed, but it is a definitely valuable one. Especially with a high-level crafting, I can do, I can put 200 points of durability on that sucker, and we could let that thing ride. Okay, so the next one is going to be all the way in D1. So that is where I'm off to now. And I keep posting this. I keep posting that in the open chat in the off chance that they would like, anybody out there would like to join me. D1 is going to be all the way, I believe. Right there, I think. Yep. Ah, it's close. I would rather have that booster, that booster blueprint than all the spice they're getting. Just saying. I know that maybe the spice is more important to them at the moment, but let me get a Holtzman shield, dude. I know those things. I think there's somebody that's been selling one for like 250 million. Ridiculous price, but hey, you know, they aren't easy to come by. So yeah, melee, getting your melee skills up definitely helps in these. You can see how often you have to deal with somebody trying to stab you with a sword, so. But yeah, go anywhere, find some melee NPC and just don't kill them. As long as you don't kill them, they will fight day and night. You can stand out there for hours. Practice your timing. With the knives and with the kinjals and long blade swords, I really don't notice much of a timing difference as to when you're supposed to block or try to parry them. It is different with the rapier because you do that backward step if you're not careful, so that gets a little tricky. But if you can learn with like a branding blade or something like that, was it a spark sword? Um, that and Kinjals, pretty much. Even well, no, I can't say whether the burning blades or like the eels to the dual blades, whether they're the same. I might make some and we'll test it out. It's a lot like the testing stations on the overland map. They're not so much brute force as they are finesse. Like with the electric shock when you gotta go around in the circle, or the fire person knowing the pattern so that you can get up in the air when the floor is about to be set on fire. Floor is lava. You know, once you've got the finesse down and your timing, you'll be okay. The worst thing that can happen is that you get yourself stuck to where you're low on stamina and you get mobbed. Or if you back yourself into an obstacle and they can pin you in there. And I've had that happen. Where like you dodge into this and they both come up here and now you're just stuck getting hammered on. So you gotta kind of keep aware of your surroundings. Don't let yourself get boxed in or anything. Yeah, I'm here. Nope, you're not gonna let me get that off. And I couldn't stab you because... But you notice that dude back there is just gonna let that happen. It's because I put him in a defensive stance with that original block. This thing suddenly doesn't kill people? What's going on? Ah, it'd be so nice if we could just go through the wall here. Just right in, but nope. What's up, Spicy? Or Juicy, sorry. I was actually doing this yesterday in a much larger group with Juicy. How did I know you weren't going to let me do it? Still tried, though, so gonna give me credit for that. You should have been dead. Why are you not dying? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go over here. That got a little irritating. Every time I was trying to set up the combo on that flamethrower guy, with a gunner, he just didn't work. So you guys can't see it, but in my Deep Desert chat right now, it appears as though our spice friends are having a bit of a problem. I'm just going to read it. I'm not going to tell you who said it, but a person says, bad word that got censored. It went away. I don't want to hit enter because I don't want to bring it all up. But they said, what is going on, Juicy? Why are... Is somebody alive? There you are. But it says on the compactor, go slower. You don't need to machine gun 18 piles. So there's some compacting issues going on. Not badly hurt. We should be okay. That's good to do when you're solo, if you've got the damage for it. I do, so maybe that's a little unfair. But that makes a huge difference by just clearing out bad guys that came into this entrance at this spawn point. Get them out of the way quick and don't have to worry about them. Here we go. Yeah. You're not gonna last long. Hey guys! You also notice that I just didn't care about, oh, I was thinking. Little Miss Melee here. I don't know what's down there. Look, we got another person. Hello. I'm not trying to be mean, but yeah. We got to get it done there. So we went from 3 people doing most of them. I think there's 6 in here now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, gee. What are you doing here? Goodness. Sometimes when there's too many people attacking them, they get a little silly. What's she doing? Hi, yeah, you didn't see me there, did you? I'm just slaughtering bad guys and they aren't even looking at me. I guess I'll take it, right? Stacking bodies. It's all technique. You could do it without armor. Stop. Oh, come on. Stop shooting him. Get him. Get that. Get him. That one guy stayed alive this whole time. Access granted. Yay, we won. So we get that. So yeah, we got quite a few peeps here, which is pretty cool. And then once we do that, we got to go through purple door. Alex pick is one of my favorites. I don't need that though. Take some extra stuff. Show off. So next, we get to stay in the D row. D row, and we're going to go to D4. That came out of nowhere. Look at all of us. I don't even remember which one's mine. Should be this one? Yeah, I think it's right there. Oh boy, Spice Bloom, we gotta head too. And that message is just to the general chat, to just let everybody know. You'll notice I'm really not interacting with anybody. These are people I've played with already. Some of them. Some of these are new. But we're not in a party. I don't know them. We're not friends. But we're accomplishing a mission or a goal together. Bingo. We got 2 more to do. This one and then the other one. No Holtzman shields, which is the thing I really want. It's nice flying. But, is what it is. But the whole point of this exercise is to show you that if there's a situation that maybe you can't quite handle it on your own, throw it out there in chat. I guarantee you there are more nice people than you think. And even if some people aren't nice, this isn't enough of a situation where that's going to matter, if that makes sense. Like Juicy. Juicy, everything I've ever done with him, he's been cool. And Chad, he's cool. I don't have any problems with him whatsoever. Let's say he's a complete douchebag. I don't want to talk to him. I don't have to say anything. I don't have to do anything. A way for you to kind of network with the people in the game without networking with the people in the game, if you know what I'm saying. I was a little bit too far to the right. You can pocket your Thopter, like a person did. I normally just leave mine laying out. I don't plan on being in here that long. But, you know, if you're by yourself or if it's a smaller group, maybe you want to. I do carry a respawn beacon, so that... But unfortunately, my sand bike is still in my scanner gun. That's from doing... that's from doing the Fremen missions or whatever they are on Smuggler's Run. I have no idea where I'm going, by the way. I'm going in here.
Shields up.
All right, let's do this. I've done this one by myself. This is a good one because there's so many areas that you can go for cover, like on these areas. Now they eventually do come for you, so you got to be careful. But me and Shiala, we got it. There we go. I don't know why it takes long sometimes.
Shield on.
This is actually a great setup for this kind of an situation where get people watching, you know, one person on the door, because you can see I could clear those doors. You got even more. And then some free runners. I don't need help though.
Shield on!
You can help, it's fine. What occurs when there's too many people, is attacks get interrupted. So like when you try to do a stunning attack and then they come in with a normal attack, it brings them out of the stun. Or you try to do a finishing attack, but then they hit them and move them out of the way, and then you just swing into air. Now there's people complaining about it's too crowded at the deep desert and spice, and that happens. Oh, bad things. Alright, so we kind of screwed that up, but we're going to recover. Yeah, we switched guns for some reason. Actually, I don't even think it was a gun I brought out. I was trying to cut array things. I want that guy's money and that guy's money.
Shields up!
So you got him? Alright, cool. Oh, hi! Oh, did you see that jump away? That was nice. Sometimes you just gotta hammer your way through. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. There's like 8 of us in here. Buddy.
Shields up!
We did not reload. Oh, thank you, Juice. Health is a little low, but I think we'll be alright. Let's go ahead and use one. Better safe than sorry. Oh, I don't want the Milan spice food. But I can't jump because there's so many bad guys laying here dead. It's the opposite of a problem. That's one heck of a name.
Access granted.
I'm not sure. Felt like I came in this way. Didn't we come in this way? Yeah, we totally came in this way. Don't listen to me. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Let's see. That means that there's going to be a side entrance or something that we're supposed to be going through. Is there one over there? And forge helmet, executor's helmet. All right, folks, we got one more chance. Try to get a pattern that we want. And this is honestly what getting down here towards the end is like. Looking for a specific item to drop. Especially one that hasn't dropped yet, you know what I mean? So we've been going for an hour and a half. By the time we got out here, we are almost at the point where we probably could go back to the one we started on and run this loop again. Because like I said, it's 45 minutes to an hour depending on when the server resets it. They could have already reset. But our last one is straight ahead, and it is in D, I think 7. Is that it? Yep, it's right there. So you'll notice that it was 3 people in the very first one. It was 3 people again, and then it was 3. And now I think she may have cheated. I had flour when I need spice, and spice when I need flour. Yep. She might have cheated knowing that the stream was running, so she may have seen it there. But we had 8 people at least. So we went from 3 to 8 just by putting it out there that we're doing it. So far, I mean, we got a dart for every man. We're just going to let it overheat. Coming up on 40. Plastanium. This stuff, I haven't really been grabbing everything. I've just kind of been skipping over it. Executor's plate. Replica pulse sword. Replica pulse knife. Forge gloves. That was huge. I'm really happy about that. Executor's helmet. Regular Halleck's pick. So far, this is the big win. We are very close to being full, though. One more shot. One more shot. That is, by the way, what we're chasing is this. Oh, I could have just done research. I'm sorry. This right here. And it's the last thing we need in Plastanium. That's why we're trying to get it. Because I don't want to spend 250 million Solari on one from the market. I don't know how much money I would have to have in order for that to be an option. Let's do it, sheep. Let's do it. We wait for no one. Haha!
Who goes there? Fire assistance.
So you'll notice that I was stabbing that guy, and then I realized this person came in, so we just bailed on hoping to kill him, because it's not gonna happen. Nice kill. I think there's anybody else around here, is there? Oh. Not too close to a spawn point, unfortunately. That's a friend. Nice. Access denied. What's nice is if you just stand by the door, you'll actually turn towards them when they come out. So you don't even have to like prime your attack. You can literally stand like right here and it'll automatically key you over when it comes time. JR special landing. I think everybody's here now.
We've got incoming! Enemy down!
Shield on!
I was so happy. We almost, I mean, dude, it's an hour and 42. We're so close. Damn it. I disabled the, thank you, Ciala. I disabled the microphone controls, automatic controls in Windows. You know what? I wonder if it's back on because of that stupid update. After you do something with a whole bunch of people, this was the last one that we had to do. After you're done doing something like that, always say GG's or thanks everybody or something. Just acknowledge it. Because you helped them, they helped you. With the sword of friendship and the hammer of not bickering, we cleared off all 6 of these things. And, you know, good stuff. Tetragrammatron. Yep. Okay, that was one of the people, and that was the guy with the big name. But yeah, always say thanks. Acknowledge the achievement. Shows that you're a good noodle. And people also in the future, if you pop up there and say, hey, I'm going to run these testing stations. Anybody want to do it? People will be like, oh, I remember that person. They were pretty cool. And we did it before. Makes it more likely that you're going to... makes it more likely that you're going to be able to do it again in the future. So there you go. That was all 6. We're actually going to head to row A and do a few of these. I have, let's see, where are you? We can overheat. It's fine. We want to go here. And then we want to go here. That's actually where we kind of started a second ago. But we want to do those 2 before we head out. There's also a lasgun schematic that we're trying to get. And that's where it's located. You can get it from both locations, but it's more likely in one of them than the other. So we're just going to do them both. I was cleaning house and I found that I had some small vehicle fuel cells. And I didn't want to just chuck them. So I was like, you know what, let me just bring them with me and we'll just burn through them, doing all this stuff. So I've been burning through those. I think those are the last 2. So that's 2 missions accomplished. Heck yeah. On a titanium run. H4 is on the way. Now here's another thing. Why did I do this? Because I want those patterns. There's a quest that rewards an air Alaska, not the schematic. Yeah, I thought of trying to buy them to be able to recycle. I don't know if you'll get the schematic if you do that. Do you think you'll get the schematic? I don't think you would, because it doesn't come as a schematic gun. You know what? Science. Why not? But, so why do I do this? I do this because I'm missing patterns. But I also wouldn't mind, you know, like if there's other people who are starting it up now, like if they were like, oh, I'm getting ready to go out and do these. I haven't done them yet. Be apt to do them. We're streaming, so we're getting close to the end of ours. I don't want to try to end in a station. I want to hit these 2 things first. But we'll see. But like I said, if you're going after the patterns and you want those constellation chests to reset, you're going to have to wait 45 minutes to an hour before you can do that again. And it is based off of the server, so it's not you. The best way to do it would be to pick a pattern, whether you want to do it like that or do lines across, however you want to do it. But clear all of them, then go do something else like I'm doing right now, and then start in the exact same spot that you did the first time and go through. If that chest is reset, you're clear to do the rest of them. If it hasn't, you got to go wait. There used to be people used to get through to those rooms, and then they would log out in that final room, and then they would log back in. Aero Labs again right away. Ooh. So this one's a little sneaky. It is right here. Oh, it's a little jittery. So these you can pop out and go to the other instance. That's according to Shiala, and she's never led us astray yet, so I would tend to believe it. Let's see what kind of trouble we can get in here. The way you get killed in these things is you get overwhelmed. If you get overwhelmed, it's going to be hard to stay alive. By knowing the layout, being able to clear little entrances and get rid of people quickly, dealing with the melees, dealing with everybody, this guy's going to serve our purpose. Even if I let him do that, I'm not going to let him do that, but you can see his little blows there are not doing enough damage to me. So I'm going to let him get up.
Eyes on target.
He's got a little spry, didn't he? And you can just practice your timing. Ooh. Oh, I didn't have to do that. He didn't even have a shield on anymore. Oh well. This one, as you can see, this is so short and sweet comparatively. Although it does bear some similarities. Ooh, he tried, didn't he? You can just run into that room, grab that thing. You don't even have to fight anybody, really. Wrong one. You have to go down in this one. There'll be bad guys in here, though. One. He followed us all the way down. They're not supposed to do that. Normally when you go through those doors, they don't follow you through, but hey, he was really angry at us, so. Are we done? Thank you. All right. Not the gun I was looking for. We'll take a Mendex rattle, I guess. We have to. It's the only option. And we're out of here. No. Much shorter than what we were just doing. It's an interesting build. I've seen it before. I think it's just a landing pad. Get too old for this. You know, it's simple but efficient. It looks like they've just got a few machines in there, just the bare necessities. Fly out, do what you need to do, and then go home, you know? I respect that. That's actually a great idea. Our next stop is this one over here, so... Wrong button. It's okay. It's worse things. We'll go back into that. Actually, I'm pointing away up in the sky, so I'm gonna crash. So, looking at our schematics here, we are missing 2 here. That 6 takes us to 8. Another 6 takes us to 14. And 1 here takes us to 15. But 2 of them, that was timing, huh? 2 of them are sitting back at home, so we are now 13 schematics away from finally getting all of them. Most of them are hidden in testing stations, whether it's Deep Desert or even in Haga. The Albatross Mark IV, I am not excited about that. That's testing station 60. It's kind of long, even if you run breakneck speed through it. Same thing with testing station 10. Which I have 1 item I have to get out of that. Not thrilled. And then we have these out here. At least these are quick. But is what it is. It's the price of being a completionist, right? Here, we come out here, we go to the left.
Found them. There's my backup.
I wasn't hiding.
I've got your back. We've got a
Go
line.
here, I come down this way. I actually got distracted by that explosion. I don't know if they threw a grenade at me or something, but I heard it beeping and just stopped functioning. Alright, we're up here and we go through here. Ooh, look at this. This is a big room here. She's not gonna let me get it off, so we'll fall back. Oh, good lunge, dude. How many there are you? Nope. There we go, finally. Come on. She's not wrong. And there we are. You know what's better than Mendex Rattle? 2 Mendex Rattles. Now I got maracas. I can play them together. That's going to be it for us tonight, guys. We are incredibly close to the 2-hour mark. I got to go to the bathroom. I'm too old to be sitting here holding it. But this was a good night. The whole point of this was whether or not you can do those testing stations by yourself. And I've got maxed out combat score. I've got awesome gear with augments and all that other stuff. And the experience of doing them, it's still difficult. And it takes a lot of time. But just a simple message to a general chat rallied some troops. And originally it went from 3 people to 4 to 6 to 8. So an option if you can't do the testing stations on your own, and if you can't, it's not a big deal. I mean, they are hard. They're designed for teams. These ones especially, the ones that lock you in, that you have to do the wave after wave. So very easy to get overpowered and overwhelmed when you're in there. And usually if you get overwhelmed, you're going to get overpowered. So, but yeah, just a simple message into the chat, just telling people where I was going and what my intentions were. Started rallying some people together. And who knows, you might actually make some friends and people that you could do stuff with on a regular basis. If you don't want to, it'll be just as fine. Some of the people that were in that group never even spoke to me. Never said a word, never said a chat, didn't get any friend requests or anything. So, you know, we did our thing and we're done. So, works out. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. We're going to be back on Monday. I'll look into, like I said, I'm thinking we might be doing a new base. The first base I built, I said this earlier, was just boxes stuck together. This new one that I have right now, the hutch, is it's a rabbit themed. Come on. But this one is a lot better designed, but you know, just getting itchy, and it is a game for construction. I would just build another base, something fancier, and you know, maybe make that the main base. But like I said, my siege is so full. There's just a lot of people. I mean, it's a good thing because it makes something like this possible. But when you're trying to find a new building space, not so much. So I don't know yet. That's kind of the obstacle right now as to whether or not I can find a spot that I want to build something and what I want to do. All of this siege hopping that I've been going through with the schematics, I've started seeing a lot more builds out there, and some of the creativity of this community is incredible, and there's some awesome things. And I've actually seen quite a few buildings that I was like, wow, dude, that was cool. How did you think of that? Or that's so cool. A good example is one person had their water was completely off, like it wasn't attached to their base. It doesn't need to be, as long as your fuel, as long as your wind traps are on your property, they're piped into the building. So they had a little thing off to the side that had little wind traps on it. I was like, that's kind of neat. And they were built to form around them, so it looked really well put together. It was really cool. Saw a person that had very substantial, like I have the little landing pads in the front of mine, but they are very small. When I made those, I kind of made them scout shaped. I think maybe we should have gone bigger because it's tricky to get an assault to land on those little platforms. But I saw a person who on their base, they actually did like the H, like as in a helicopter, you'd see like a hospital or military or whatever, you know, like an actual dedicated helicopter landing pad, where they had didn't want to shut off, where they had done that in the floor, and that looked really cool too. I was like, oh, that's awesome. Mine are all covered, so doesn't matter. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to show you this one last thing. I know we said excuse me. No. Oh. So I want to put my radiation suit on, but I can't because I have too much stuff in my pockets. I don't have enough space because I'm going to take one thing off out of my backpack, but I got to put my armor on. Oh, my armor's got to come off. But here's what I'm talking about. So I have 54. I've got one spot open. I don't know where it is. If I take this and put it over here, all 5 of these items have to come over here, and they can't. So what we have to do is figure out some stuff that we want to drop. I don't want that. Ew. I can do without those. And I'm going to need, I think, one more. That should work, right? And now we should be able to change clothes. But unfortunately, we are completely chock full there. But I'll show you why we did this. With us finally getting the Sprinter still suit, I don't have to do that route anymore when I sea chop, because what I used to do was I would come in and shoal, check out the shoal area, fly up and go through the center part of the map in the quicksand looking for that down ship so I can get the Sprinter still suit. Now I don't have to do that. And what this has done has, man, it has increased the ability to sea chop, because all I got to do is fly through shoal. It's the only ships I'm looking for now. They're all going to be in shoal. All right, so we're going to come in here. Boop. I think I wrote them down, didn't I? Yes. So I need bite back blade, the Dune Dancer still suit, and the Shadow Hood, and all three of those come from shoal and crash ships. There are a couple other places, but it's even worse. So what I do is I put the old radiation suit on. This brings us into the side of shoal, which is more than sufficient. Get some height. And we come over here, and once we get about in the middle to where it turns green and all radiation-y, that we can actually see, come right about here into this open area, and we make a hard turn, and we're back under thruster power, and we fly out. Any ship that's in this area, any ship that's in this area is going to show up. We'll see it on the sands. Looks like there's nothing here on the home front. But what we would do now is we would come all the way out to about here. If there's any ships that are still in shoal, because that's the borderland, we would see them, and then we can make a hard right turn, and that takes us right back out to the world map where we can sea chop. We're here, if there's no ships, we're here 30 seconds. And we could just... So that is awesome. I did that all day yesterday. Of course, as you can see, it didn't help us any because we didn't find the schematic we wanted. But whatevs. You know, this is what we do. So I have thought that if I end up seeing another ship over here, we're still gonna check them, because that is a hard fought blueprint to get, and if people are missing it, people are missing some, that's probably going to be one that's missed. So we wouldn't be a bad thing to have some of those for people. We'll use it for bartering. As you know, I don't rip people off. But anywho, what was I going to show you? Just thought of something else I was supposed to draw. Oh, yep, I remember. Look, as promised, folks, 11,340 points for House Soar. We finally committed to the set of Albatross wings. I do already have some. Wanted more. Every time I would just get distracted like a little puppy. So jingle jingle with the keys. We kept ourselves focused long enough to get this. And another thing, which I probably shouldn't be saying this, but I'm going to anyway. Look, we're at 30 out of 35. I actually was at 32 the other day, and I let it go to 35. I lost out on 2 missions, and you know what? I'm okay. I'm all right. We really got retentive about that. We couldn't let missions go to waste. That's XP you're letting it go to waste. It's 125 XP you're not going to get back. It's okay. Part of that is because I've gotten everything that I really, really, really wanted. We maxed out both of these 2 skills, so they're fine. Everything in here helps, but we're doing fine. They aren't as critical as the other 2. So, I mean, honestly, fuel efficiency. As you can see, we don't have too many problems with fuel. Yeah, being more efficient would definitely be better. Damage resistance. Okay. All of these things would help, but we're doing okay. I can understand here, like suspensor drain, that 20%. I was looking earlier and I was like, I actually kind of should make a push for that because I do fly around a lot. But again, we're okay. We got the things we really wanted. All this stuff is just going to make what we do a little bit better, but we're already good at it. I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm saying stat wise, we're good. And of course, lagging behind with sabotage, but I need to work more on that. There's some sneaky stuff here. Like this lands or add contribution. So then when you complete a task, you get a bonus. Like instead of getting 1,000 points, you're going to get 1,100 points. That's kind of sneaky. But I don't know. But yeah, we managed to free ourselves from the FOMO of missing out on some XP. We realized that it'll be okay. I kind of save these up for when I really need them. I used to try to get it to 0 every time, but learned a lot and realized I need to get some melee experience in. John, you're still up, dude? Well, it's the weekend, so that's cool. Maybe you could stay up a little bit later. Yeah, just go find anybody, whatever area you're in. If you're in the aluminum phase, right? Go back down here to steel. I wouldn't go down here because you don't find a whole lot of melee guys. They do exist, but not as many. But go around here to any one of these camps, these buildings like that. You'll find a melee person, and then just sit there and practice your timing. If you can, just bring a basic knife like a kinjal, bring a sword, bring a rapier, see which one you like better. Sit there and just play with them. They can't kill you. I guess they could if you just like walked away. It would take them a while, but they could do it. But you get the idea. And just practice. And it won't, it'll come. It'll be there. So, well, that's going to be it tonight, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. We're getting so close to 1,000. We're going to have a big party then. Yeah. Well, like, subscribe, share, those things all help the channel out greatly. Thank you, members, John and Wired. Appreciate the contributions. Things like that help keep the channel going. Chat to everyone on Monday. Thanks for the advice. You got it, bud. I'm always happy to help. So that's going to be it for us tonight. So as always, I'll see you out there. Take care, guys.